Hi everybody, this is Gail Andersen. This is Mentoring Moments for Moms. Wanted to zoom in on that family picture before I talked about birthday celebrations. Actually, I did a scope from Colorado and it didn't turn out that perfectly. So there is, it is on my YouTube channel, which of course the link is in my profile. And you can see it there. Otherwise, that's the only way you can see it. I interviewed my daughter, Rebecca, and that was fun, but our internet wasn't that perfect, so I thought I would just highlight what we talked about so that if you all are interested in how we celebrated, you'll have an idea. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us, and all of you who are hopping on, it is awesome to have you. It's a great Wednesday today. And if you want to share with me some of your best birthday tips, what you did that was the most special for your kids, I would love to hear that. Because this isn't just for me to share what we did, but to hear about you guys and what you did too. So we actually wound up having our birthday celebrations mostly focused on our family. The very beginning with our firstborn, I think we did some big parties with all our adult friends, and it was kind of, I don't know, there was just so much focus on the child from other people. I think they get way self-centered, which is okay, it's okay. But we like to be able to keep it in the family and focus on that child in a lot of other ways besides just the gifts. So it was a lot of fun. And I know back then, and probably now, the big focus is to go to a fast food place or an activity place and have a destination type birthday party where all these kids are coming. But for us, we just didn't feel that was the best, especially as pastors. There were times that we felt like it wasn't good for other people to feel like they were doing all these special things for us. Like I wouldn't have a Tupperware party or a Pampered Chef party because I felt like I was calling upon them to do something for us that maybe they were going to expect something in return from. I don't know, could have been anything, but we just kind of kept everything separate. So that was good for us. Now, as far as our celebrations, one of the favorite things was first thing in the morning at 7 o'clock is when they would get their gifts. Do you guys give your gifts early in the morning to the kids, or how do you do it? Any of you wait until dinner time and make that the special time that the child gets their gifts from the family? Do you have siblings buy gifts for the other? We did that too. That was a lot of fun. But first thing in the morning at 7 o'clock, we had a chair in the living room, and that was kind of our birthday chair. So the child would come down and sit there, and then the family would parade in with gifts and cards and, you know, just pile them on the child in the chair, and that was fun. They enjoyed that. A lot of little gifts, a lot of little things from out-of-town relatives. That was one of the reasons we didn't have these big celebrations. We didn't have anybody in town at all. That's so special. Well, the things we did, we do think were special, but you know what? There's lots more ideas today, and like I said, I want to hear from you guys. If you do want to watch that one with my daughter, if you can pick up the pieces in between, it's fun to go onto YouTube and watch my interview with my daughter, Rebecca. It was cool. So we would pile the chairs on the person, and it was also the time where we did a big reveal of their cake. Now, I have no artistic talent, but my husband did. So I would make a sheet cake, and my husband would decorate. I'd make all the frosting, and he would do some kind of figure. It could be a cartoon character, it could be a musical instrument, it could be books, something that the child had been very interested in and was very much a part of their lives within, I'd say, the last half a year before that. So he made beautiful, beautiful cakes. Yeah, Disney characters for sure. He made a beautiful Mickey cake for little Josh. But it was really fun to be able to do that. They loved the cake, and that was a big deal, and we kind of had to continue that. We don't do it now that they're adults, but it was a big deal. As long as they were in the home, they wanted this special cake made by Dad, and it took him a lot of time to do that, which also was extremely, extremely special. If you guys like what we're talking about today, please tap on the screen, give me some hearts. Also, if you want to share this broadcast, you can swipe to the right. Oh my gosh, your mom would hide money in the cake. That's fabulous. I love that idea. Now I take it that money was for you. Was it dollar bills or coins? Hopefully dollar bills. Just fun to hear the different ways. One of my favorite cakes as a child was a doll cake. My mom would take an angel food cake and she would smooth all the edges to make it round. I'm sure you've seen these. And she would put a plastic doll in the middle. Whoever got to bite on the coin got to keep it. Oh my gosh. Then she would frost the bodice of the dress. You know, the frosting would go right on the doll, and then it was the skirt that was the cake. That was so special for me. I always wanted angel food cake, just white and blue frosting. I do not know why. My favorite color was blue, so I always wanted blue frosting. So some of that specialty cake stuff then came across when we did that with our kids, so that was fun. We also did the birthday song like all day long. I mean, somebody would start it randomly for no reason at all. We always did it at the dinner table, like right after we'd pray, we'd break into song. But it was all day long. We really wanted to focus on that child, how special that child was, how his gifts are so unique to the family, and just be able to celebrate the day he was born. So it was really fun. Occasionally, we would just spontaneously go out and invite neighbor kids over to eat birthday cake with us. And that was so that they didn't have time to go out and buy a gift and do all this stuff. Because, you know, our kids had a great birthday otherwise. It really didn't matter to them as long as we made it special. They loved it. We also had a red plate, which I'm sure a lot of you have for the birthday person. We would use that for other times too, but on birthdays, they would get to have all their meals on the red plate. And of course, they wouldn't be on chores, and other people would just take that opportunity to do things with them and for them. Just another day to celebrate who they are and make it special. I don't remember so much birthdays being that special in my house, and so when my husband wanted to do this, I thought, wow, this is awesome. That's a great legacy to leave for your family, and a lot of our kids are doing that now with their kids, making it special. I loved keeping it within the family. So cool. Now, as adults, we still get together for birthdays. And we also kind of informally do things like, okay, let's get together for coffee on Saturday. You know, just that's the time to make sure that you're getting some individual time between siblings, which is kind of fun. They do something special. Most of us are here in Tulsa, except for the contingent out in California. They've been there not quite a year now, so we have to be without them. But we still do a lot of family texts, so there's a lot going on. Like today is my eldest son's anniversary, 14 years. And everybody's been on that family text today, just shouting out how much they appreciate those two, and congratulations, and what are you doing today? And it's been a lot of fun, and lots of little joke things too, which has been a blast. So anything else you want to share that you're doing special for birthdays? I just wanted to recap this in case you weren't able to see the scope the other day. And of course, we didn't have the best receptions, so there's skips in it. But I did want to have that scope on YouTube available so that if people want to piece their way through it, they can. It was still cool just having my daughter on there and being able to talk about what it was like for her. So whatever you're doing for your kids' birthdays, how can you take it up a notch, especially within the family? I'm not talking about going out and doing a bigger celebration at a bigger activity place. I'm talking about how can you make it more special in the family? Who can make their bed for them that day? Who will actually carry their breakfast to the breakfast table? We are wanting to make a big deal of birthdays, so I love the ideas. Great. And I'd love to have others of you write in and let me know so I can share those with other people. This is not just for me to share, this is for you guys to connect with each other. We just keep the invites to however old the child is. Fabulous. I love that. That is really good. But then, can you imagine how we were as a pastor's family? If we had to limit it to 4 kids, then you've got some people disgruntled because they didn't get invited, and other kids get to invite. So it just made it easier for us to keep it within the family. But that's great to have just a small group just as old as they are. That's fabulous. So you guys, take it up a notch. Do something special on your kid's birthday. Make it so special because it is such a significant day when that child was added to your beautiful family. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I may talk a little bit tomorrow about taking some time for yourself. I know moms, you just don't take enough time to kick back and do something for yourself. How did I do it with my twins? A lot of grace, a lot of help, a lot of prayer, and a lot of just letting things go. Letting things go, really. It's really important just to sit down and look at what your priorities are. But we can talk about that a little bit tomorrow. I just like to come back to that with you all because I think as busy moms, we forget. We forget to take time for ourselves. We forget to do the things that sow into us so that we can give to our family. So look forward to that. I should be on in the morning tomorrow. It should work out great. And in the meantime, have a great rest of the day. Thanks, moms.